Here's how you can easily create a picture-in-picture effect using Kdenlive, whether you want it to be a square, a rectangle, a square with rounded corners, or just a circle. We can even add a border around it and even a drop shadow. Alright, so over in Kdenlive, I already have my cuts, and there are several ways that you can apply the picture-in-picture effect. For one, you can apply it to your cuts individually. You could group all of your cuts inside of a sequence and apply it to that sequence. But what I rather do, and what I'll be doing for this example, is apply the effects to a track. So that way all of the cuts that I want to have picture-in-picture, I simply place them on that track. Now to get this result, we only need two effects, and that is the crop by padding. I'll apply it directly to the track above. Then I can grab my cuts and move them to the track above, or if you don't want to move the audio with the video, I'll hold down Alt or left click on the video track. It will be highlighted in red. Now I can move it above separately, as such. So besides the crop by padding, I'll add a transform, and we can get started. Now, you can round out the edges by increasing the radius slider over here, you can see. And if you want to get a circle, there is a circle checkbox, but that leaves you with less control than manually doing the circle yourself. So I'll leave it unchecked. And if you want to have a circle, you can simply manually go to size and change the width to be equal to the height. So in my case, I'll make it 600 by 600. We also have the align tool, so you can align it center or whichever side you need to align it to. And then if you want the circle, increase the radius all the way up and we're left with a circle. Now, if you don't want to see these red borders around your selection, simply uncheck the edit mode for the monitor. But with the edit mode enabled, you can left click and hold your selection and move it around directly on the monitor. I'll disable it for now. If you disable it and then enable it again, you might notice that the borders are all around the monitor instead of the selection itself. You can change this either by changing the values real quick, or if you left click, hold and drag, you'll notice that it gets out of place. Control Z out of it, and then it goes back to where it should be. Now, in my particular case, I want a square with rounded corners, but if you wanted a rectangle, you could simply increase one of these values for the width or the height. So let's go with height here, and we now have a rectangle. To change the position, you can change it directly inside of the crop by padding using the position, so X and Y. So if I change the Y value here, I'll simply move it up. I'll disable the edit mode so that we don't get these red borders. But as I said, I'm going for a square, so I'll change the height back to 600, and I'll lower the selection a bit. Now, once we have a shape that we're satisfied with in the position, we can now use the transform effect, and with the transform, I'll enable the edit mode. We can then move our picture-in-picture, and we can also rescale it altogether. Next up, the drop shadow. So if we look for a drop shadow in the effects, drop shadow, place it at the bottom here. You can then choose the color. You can also click on the plus here to choose a color with transparency with this slider at the bottom here. So let's say I go for a dark color, little bit of transparency, select, and we can also control the blur radius and the position or offset of our drop shadow. Finally, if you want to add a border, all we have to do is grab the crop by padding, left click, hold and drag it onto the track again. This will duplicate the crop by padding. Now move it up under the first one. Now we can click on the first crop by padding, go inside of padding color and choose the color of the border that you want. I'll then collapse the crop by padding. I'll open the second one. And now I'll left click on the size, so width first. I'll hold down Control and press the up arrow twice. I'll do the same with the height. And now we simply have to change the X and Y position to center our border around the selection, or you can have it offset it if you want it to be a bit more stylized. If you want to change the size of your border, simply increase the selection of the second crop by padding and use the X and Y values to move it into place. To change the color, you already guessed it, go inside of padding color and then you can choose a different color. And that's it. Now, I have a Ko-fi link down in the description if you'd like to support the channel. You can click on this playlist here to learn more about Kdenlive, and thanks for watching.